Allah halal, la Yahweh, Ba'asami Hausa, Ba'asumukar Kudash, Barakti Yahweh, Barakti Hausa, the water, Yahweh Ba'asami Hausa, Ba'asumukar Kudash. Double honors to the apostles, to the elders of Yasharala, Greatmillstone. Shalom to the 144,000, Shalom to the elect. So we got another case of the Catholic Church going against the scripture, all right, and the Pope contradicting the scripture. And basically, showing that they really don't understand the Bible, all right? I mean, these priests, these popes, they could read the Bible hundreds of times over. They could probably recite scriptures better than Akim and the truth, all right? But they don't understand it, all right? They might as well be reading a foreign language. They don't understand it. They only know the Bible at face value, all right? They don't know the deeper meanings behind it. Our Pope calls for universal ban on surrogacy and global roundup of threats to peace and human dignity. And really, man, they're doing that because, the Catholic Church, all right, the Vatican, the Pope, these are part of the elites, all right, and they want to depopulate the planet. This is part of their This helps their depopulation agenda, all right? They want to reduce the planet to 500 million, all right, to something which they a much more so-called sustainable level, which is a lie because, overpopulation is a myth. All right, overpopulation is a lie. It's already been debunked. All right, you can find YouTube videos, people saying that every single person in the world could fit in the state of Texas with enough room to spare. All right, they did the math. Everybody could have like an acre. Every family could have like an acre. But I digress. All right, that's a whole different topic. But let me just read what this demon said. All right, Pope Francis called Monday for a universal ban on the despicable practice of surrogate motherhood, as he included the commercialization of pregnancy in an annual speech listing threats to global peace and human dignity. That was just some bullshit, right? And you know what? You know why they're really trying to get up on that, against that? Because that thing, all right? There's a lot of people that can't have kids anymore because of that thing that went out, all right? Okay, because of that what? Okay, I don't want to mention it, all right? And that has messed up a lot of women, all right, and men, all right, leaving them infertile. So a lot of these people are going to be surrogacy is going to be on the rise, right? They're going to be looking for people, for women that can bear children. So they're trying to nip that in the bud before among Catholics, first and foremost, because they're the first ones that are going to believe all this bullshit. So they want to nip that in the bud before it gets popping, all right? So let me just give you some cases in the scriptures in which the Lord allows, he allowed surrogacy, all right? All right, the first case is Genesis 16, starting at verse 1. Now Sarai, Abram's wife, bare him no children, and she had an handmaid, an Egyptian, whose name was Hagar. And Sarai said unto Abram, Behold now, Yahweh hath restrained me from bearing. I pray thee, go in unto my maid. It may be that I may obtain children by her. And Abram hearkened to the voice of Sarai. And Sarai, Abram's wife, took Hagar, her maid, the Egyptian, after Abram had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and he gave her to her husband Abram to be his wife. And he went in unto a Hagar. Okay, he popped her. All right, and she conceived. And when she saw that she had conceived, her mistress was despised in her eyes. All right, so you got there the first case. The first case where the Lord allowed surrogacy. Okay, and now we got moving on to Exhibit B. All right. Genesis 30, starting at verse 10, Salaki at verse 1. And when Rachel saw that she bare Jacob no children, Rachel envied her sister and said unto Jacob, give me children or else I die. All right, because you know how women be all dramatic and shit when they have an issue that they're dealing with. They get all dramatic. You know how it is. And Jacob's anger was kindled against Rachel, and he said, am I in God's stead, who hath withheld from thee the fruit of the womb? And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she may bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. Right, and it's not like the Handmaid's Tale where, the wife was holding down the handmaid while she. No, man, he it said that only happened when she bared the children. All right, when she was giving birth. All right, the Handmaid's Tale is completely ridiculous. And I digress, but that show was going off because they share the handmaids among the, what do they call them, the commanders. You're not supposed to do that, man. Every man is supposed to have his own women. All right, no other man is supposed to touch that woman, even the handmaids. All right, so that show is completely going off. And she said, behold, my maid Bilhah, go in unto her, and she shall bear upon my knees, that I may also have children by her. And she gave him Bilhah her handmaid to wife, and Jacob went in unto her, and Bilhah conceived and bare Jacob a son. All right, so you got there the second instance in which a surrogacy was allowed by the Lord. All right. And Rachel said, God hath judged me, and hath also heard my voice, and hath given me a son. Therefore called she his name Dan. And Bilhah, Rachel's maid, conceived again, and bare Jacob a second son. And Rachel said, with great wrestlings have I wrestled with my sister, and I have prevailed. And she called his name Naphtali. When Zayah saw that she had left bearing, she took Zilpah her maid and gave her Jacob to wife. Women always gotta be one-upping each other. I try to one-up Rachel. She took Zilpah her maid and gave her Jacob to wife. And Zilpah, Leah's maid, bare Jacob a son. So you got that third case, all right? All right, and you got the 12 tribes of Israel, right, which were conceived. Some of them were conceived with, through surrogacy. So. And these are this is the people of the Lord. So what is this man talking about? All right, what is this? All right, what is this false prophet talking about? Right? All right, the Pope, the Catholic Church, the Vatican, man, that's the false prophet that is mentioned in Revelation. He should be making a call to stop priests from engaging in pedophilia, man. Because I think, man, hey, the Catholic Church, they're still dealing with that shit. He needs to call on the man. This church is endorsing homosexuality. Man, this church has been going off. All right, and now this is yet another case of this church going off, completely going off. This man does not know what he's saying. They're constantly saying things. All right, what's next? What's next? What else is Catholic Church gonna say next? What? Oh, you could eat pork. I think Catholics already do that, so I wouldn't be surprised. What else are they gonna say? Oh, you could sleep with your sister. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be too far fetched if they said some crazy shit like that in the future. Man, this church has been going off. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yashai is gonna cast the false prophet into that lake of fire, right? Into nuclear destruction. All right, because this church is gonna be completely wiped out. All right, this church is completely incompatible with the Lord and the true doctrine of the Lord. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.